What's good, folks? I'm here with this Mangoal camera. So this is, in this box is a camera, a dash cam that in my Toyota will look like it came from the Toyota manufacturer. It looks like it's the original. It looks like it comes with it. It's not gonna be something that sticks on the dashboard or has wires hanging anywhere. It will look official, and it's easy to do for yourself. We're going to show you how to do that right now. So here we have the box, and it just kind of slides, and the top comes off like that. And we have an app that we're going to have to download, it looks like, with the QR code. Makes it easy. Gives us some instructions for how to deal with the app. We have a one sheet, real one sheet, because it's only the one page, and it gives you basically how it fits together. And there's a URL tutorial, so that makes it a little bit easier, because this one sheet only has 3 photos, so if you need a little bit more detail, there's a video that shows you. Next we have the dash cam itself. So it is protected, the lens is protected there. You have the wiring and things like that. And we have pry bar, plastic pry bar. It has the 128, I guess it's 128 gigabyte 128 gigabyte card. Yeah, it's gigabyte. Some more connecting wires here. Here is the rear camera, that there, and the wiring for it. And we have some tie downs and a manual. So this is even more information. It's a user's manual. So that's all that comes in the box. Let's try and hook this thing up. So here I'm going to have to take this piece off and slide this piece down to get this off. And the cool thing about this setup is this is the OEM, or the original manufacturer's product here. But it's going to replace this, so it's going to look really nice. There's not going to be any wires and cords hanging. This thing is going to install and look like it was installed by the manufacturer. So we've got this piece out. Now I will say it was a little tricky to get this thing out. You kind of push it forward with the other piece on, and then you kind of use force to pull it. And then what we have to do is kind of disconnect this power, I guess. This is the power cord here. Now all this you can see in their video, but I'm just kind of showing you. And then it comes with this here, which we will then place there. So here's a closer look, and I'm just gonna pop it in there. This was the new wire. We stuck it in the power place. We took this one out. Before we get into finishing that process, we got to prepare the camera. This is the camera module here, and this thing has this piece here, just like our original one had, that has to come out. Now we just used force before, but I don't want to use force on this one because it's so easy to just push these clips on. It has clips on each side, and you can just kind of push those clips in. Okay, so I pushed the tabs in while pushing it backwards like that, and they just popped right out. And so now you can see this will just kind of come out of there like that. Boom. And we've got that, and we're going to put that up. So I have all the wires kind of hanging out of this U-shape area section. Just clicks in just like that. All I do is slid it on there. Real easy. So now we're going to hook these wires up real quick, and then tuck them back in there, all except for the wire that is for the got all these wires here, except for the wire that's for the rear camera, because that will then be run along the runner here all the way back and then into the rear window back there. So I hooked up this, which is I think the power wire, and then I hooked up this other wire here as well. I'm in a Venza, and it looks like this has a cutout. Like, I noticed this thing doesn't really fit the way I need it to. So I'm going to cut this out. Look, it's already got the cutout there for me, so that it can fit into this piece here, because it's the mirror. This thing has a larger thing around the mirror, and how it is now, it just won't fit over that. So I'm going to cut that out, and hopefully it'll fit. Just breaking it out of there like that, and it's in there and fits good. So I still have the wire here hanging out, and this wire is for the rear camera. Now this is the rear camera assembly, and I know y'all are probably looking at my crazy looking shorts, but pay no attention to that. Okay, so it does have a camera cover as well, so the camera is under this. I didn't take the lens cover off the front one yet, but it's easily accessible. I guess that's some 3M tape to make it adhere to wherever we're going to stick it. Please make sure the screen is not upside down before installation. Okay, that makes sense. There's an arrow, so I guess that's the up arrow to let us know which side is up. We're going to have to take all of this wire and wire the housing underneath the header above me. So we're going to go out of here and then again back all the way down the edge and into the center there. So I am in the back of the vehicle, and I have taken off the tabs here to access where I'm going to actually kind of wire it. I also took the tabs out of the side here so that I can get all the way in, and then from here I can just kind of thread it. Well, I can tuck it under there. Here again we have it coming out. I put the tabs back in because I realized I'm pretty much done with this piece here. Kind of have it sticking out here. Now I'm just going to go against the edge. I took the pry bar and I just kind of did one of these numbers, and it looks like there's enough space where I can just tuck it in there. It's not going to cause any problems. It's kind of out of the way because it's just a tuck, so I think that should work. I'm just kind of tucking it in like that as I go on. Again, I can't show you this easily with one hand, but you get the idea. I'm just kind of tucking that as I go, and as you can see here, it's not focused, but there it's not visible. It's all just tucked along the line there. Now we are on the front passenger side, and then what I'm going to do is just pull it all along here in this seam here, up and back to where we need to be. One little issue I ran into now, it's fine here, but I have a lot of slack, so I'm gonna have to tuck all that slack back into there. But we're right at the end here. This is our end piece, and once we get this in, we'll tuck that in along with it, and then we'll see how it works. And there it is, all tucked in. So this thing is basically invisible from the front here. Now the rear camera is kind of confusing me because I'm guessing the arrow means up, but you know, it's got to be done properly. Oops. And it's going to be hard for me to kind of determine what's what, I guess, without the app. So I'm going to hook the app up first and then kind of take the screen protector off the thing here. Hopefully this is the correct way. It looks like it's up, and then once I know for sure that that's the correct configuration, I will stick this to the glass here. So here we are in the app. I've got it all installed. Well, we're in the Play Store, in the Google Play Store. I'm using an Android. So we'll open up the app, and this is basically what it looks like. I have it all installed and everything already. And I don't have the GPS. There was a wire that was for GPS. We did not install GPS for this, just so you know, but it does have GPS. I'm not using it. And you would connect to Wi-Fi here. Unfortunately, I'm not in my vehicle right now, but you connect it to Wi-Fi, and then what happens is it will connect to the camera. In the app, you can save your videos and stuff, and here we have videos that we've recorded. These are video clips that I've saved. You have to download them. Well, the cool thing is you can download them while you're in the car. It basically generates its own Wi-Fi, and then you can download those clips through the Wi-Fi if you don't want to take out the card. So that's really cool. It's got an AI editor. I don't know what that does. I'm not messing around with that, but that's kind of cool. Some other features, login, registration. I didn't do all that. So you'll see here in a minute what the results are. Here we are, and you can see the wire there. I actually had to install it on the passenger side rather than the driver's side because it was upside down. So it's a little wonky in terms of how that is. I prefer it on the driver's side, maybe, I don't know. And then I realized when I open up the back trunk, this wire is going to kind of it's going to kind of come out. So I think what I'm going to try to do is wire it here, along here, and then down this seam, and then so when it opens, it can be here. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to have to give myself a little bit of slack, which I already have, but we're going to do that, and then we're going to check how this thing looks. The app is pretty cool. I'll show you that as well. Here's where the wire is. It needs to have a little bit of slack. The camera is here, so it doesn't have wire hanging from the camera. It goes back into the plastic here, and then there's an area here. When I open the back, you can kind of see it there. So it's not a huge issue. It's got a little bit of slack to it. Hopefully it gets into a groove and will kind of fold accordingly in there. When it closes, let's see what it looks like. And you can see it closes down pretty cool, and the camera is there. So now what we're gonna do is take a quick drive. I have my back all the way open so you can kind of see back there how it looks. We're gonna take a quick drive and see how it performs so you can see what it looks like on the road. Obviously you can probably see pretty good. There's no, hopefully no obstructions. There's somebody coming up behind us. I'm driving kind of slow so I can get all this stuff before I get somebody's personal information like a license plate in the footage. But yeah, that's about it. I think you should see some good footage. We're gonna check it out on the computer in a minute, but that's it. So that's the Mangoal dash cam with the rear cam. It looks just like factory when you install it. It's an easy install that you can do yourself. All the tools that you have are right there when you need them. It comes in the package. I really like it. I feel good about the fact that now people will have recording if anything happens to me in a car accident. I love it. So check it out if you're interested in something like this. If you want to keep your vehicle looking like it came right off the Toyota manufacturer's line, then this is for you. Thanks for watching.